I feel like I'm spiraling. Oh my god, even as I'm recording this, I can feel myself spiraling. It is so insane. But anyway, hi guys. Thank you for being here. If you are here, honestly, I don't know, if anyone is here. And quite frankly, at this point, the less people that are here, the better, because what the hell, Beyonce, is happening? I am spiraling. I am spiraling mentally. I feel like this year has gone, and it's funny that I'm saying this year and it's only March. It's going really, really well. I've been entrusted with really amazing opportunities. I'm working, I'm in school. Everything is as I had wanted it, but I didn't anticipate everything happening at the same time. So I went from having a very slow, controlled work schedule and lifestyle to literally feeling like I'm gonna lose my mind because I'm always chasing deliverables and time frames and deadlines and tasks that are outstanding. So I am literally losing my mind. It has been a very intense, I think the last 4 weeks especially have been really crazy. And I don't know, like I've been contemplating just deregistering for my design class, but at the same time, that's a lot of money, first of all, just to waste. And also I feel like I only need to do it until the end of April, so that's like plus minus just another 6 more weeks for me to push through. And I really am enjoying the class. It's a really, really good class. The only thing that's making me consider even deregistering is because I am so overwhelmed. You know, when people say, what's that thing about how do you chew an elephant one bite at a time? I feel like this elephant is choking me. I am overcommitted. I'm double booked. And I'm not the person who thrives with the busyness of things. It overwhelms me. I like a very slow, chilled pace in life and in all things. I'm not somebody who prides themselves, no, I do great under pressure. I don't. And so I'm feeling very overwhelmed. So anyway, this week, I'm going to give myself one more shot to get my life in order. I need to go back to gym. I think that's my main priority for this week, is going back to gym, because I just feel like I'm also spiraling because I'm not going to gym, and gym is just so good for my mind. I'm not swimming. I can't swim because I've got new tats that are still healing, and that has really thrown me off. So I need to just figure out, even if I go to gym to just flip and walk on the treadmill, I don't care. I need to get out of this house and I need to move my body, because it really does hundreds in terms of like calming my mind and giving me time to just relax and get out of this frenzy that I'm currently in. So my priority is really to go back. What's the time now? Shit, I've got a meeting coming up soon. My priority is to go back to gym. Oh my gosh, I'm spiraling. Yeah, so also I am on anxiety medication. I've been on anxiety medication for a couple of months, and I was doing great. really great. But if you're on any mental health treatment, you know that you have to support it by changing your lifestyle. So I was doing really well in terms of like sleeping better, socializing, what else? Going to the gym more frequently. I was doing everything that I needed to do in order for the medication to really kick in and work and feel like, okay, it's making a difference, and also to not create a dependency on the medication. But these last couple of weeks, I have been on overdrive, and all of those systems that I had put in place have literally just crumbled. And I'm feeling the effects of that, because I feel like I'm just functioning literally on God's grace and my medication right now, and I don't like that. I do like having being in control to some degree, like doing the things that I need to do to just woosa myself and to make sure that I'm doing my part. So yeah, this week I really am going to force myself to go back to gym, even if it means just going there for 30 minutes. I don't care, but I need to go back just for my own sanity. I'm also going to try and reschedule my time. Typically I work better at night, so I'm the type of person that can start a working session at 10 p.m. and only go to bed at like 6:30 in the morning. And that's just how I've been working, and I'm fortunate enough that my manager also understands that, so there's no expectations for me to be taking meetings early in the morning. Typically I start then my work day at around 11:30 midday, which I really appreciate. But now that I'm doing other work and also have work with clients, obviously they're not going to understand that schedule, that some of them are also from different time zones. I have to be functioning during the day. I can't afford to sleep in. So sometimes I'll go to bed only at 6:30 in the morning, and I have to be up maybe at like latest 8 a.m. because I have to prepare for a 9 o'clock meeting. So obviously that's not working. I feel like I'm spiraling. Oh my God, even as I'm recording this, I can feel myself spiraling. It is so insane. But anyway, so the whole thing of working throughout the night and sleeping in is not working, which is also what's really throwing me off balance, because it only works with my main job, but everything else that I'm doing on the side kind of requires me to be fully functional during the day. Not happening. Okay, so I think apart from going back to gym, I'm also going to try to rework my schedule so that I'm waking up super early. So maybe by super early, I mean aiming for maybe like 4 a.m. Wake up at 4 a.m. so that I've got time to do my schoolwork in the morning before I start get into my actual work. Yeah. And I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. Like, I'm incredibly blessed with opportunities that I have. It's things I've always dreamt of doing, but it just means that I need to now shift my life to function at the level that, you know, God is elevating me to. I need to make those necessary adjustments so that I now may stretch myself, expand my capacity, so that I'm able to function healthily at the level that I'm stepping into. So yeah, like I was saying, I remember a couple of months ago I had lunch with one of my friends in my Tapele, and we're just talking about productivity and, you know, her being like a 5 a.m. club girly. And I said to her, I work better at night. I don't see myself being the person who's already, you know, up and running at 5 a.m. But if I ever got to a place in my life where like my life demanded me for me to wake up that early, I would do it, right? And I feel like right now, I jinx myself because I feel like right now my life is calling for me to be that person who is up at 4 a.m. so that I can get things done, get everything done with enough time. So I'm going to be trying those two things, just going back to gym and also just trying to rewire my body and my mind to waking up super early as opposed to sleeping super late for me to work. And hopefully that will help me a lot. Another thing, I also registered got a Monday.com license, like I think maybe 2 weeks ago, for project management. And the intention for it was also for me to be able to put all my work onto Monday. So from my main job, projects and school, put all my deliverables and, you know, expectations there so that I have a clear view of what I need to complete each week. And I haven't had time to do that. And I feel like if I can make time for me to do that, then I have clear sight on what I need to do, what the priorities are, and the time frames for every task. I will be in a less frantic state because I'll feel like I've got more control and I can schedule things and schedule my time accordingly. So that's where I'm at. That's what I want to do this week, is really just to reel everything back in, because I fear that if I don't, things are gonna suck. Another thing, like, I'm working on this. Hey guys, I've always loved design, and I mentioned that in my previous video about my hobbies. And I feel like the thing that I'm lacking when it comes to design is just confidence. That's what I learn every time I work with either a graphic designer, or now I'm working with a web designer for my consultancy website. And I kid you not, I don't know if this is going to be visible there, but I'll try and show you a close-up. Maybe should I just grab my camera? Like, this is the website that I did. Let me just see if I can grab this actually. Let me see if I can show you guys properly. So this is a prototype that I created. Now, created it my damn self. This is me. Me. This is my brain. This is my creativity. I did this work. Nah. This is me. So it's just a prototype. I'm using Figma to create it, right? It looks great, functions beautifully. I did the things, and this is the first website I've ever built myself, so I'm very proud of it. So because I didn't have confidence, I'm like, okay, let me get a web designer to help me elevate it and also to then put it on my domain, right? This is what he's sent back to me today. Make it make sense, guys. Does this not look like what I've given him? Yeah, but granted, he's added logos here, but he's gone and taken out all my stuff. The services aren't the same, aren't clearly stated. But do you feel me? In terms of layout, is this not the same? It doesn't feel like it's a service that I should be paying for. Okay, so anyway, things like this also, sorry, my gimbal started doing crazy things. But my point is, I'm also quite good at things like this, right? Very good at things like this, but because I am not a trained designer, I have an insecurity about it. I always feel like, oh, I didn't study this thing. What if it's wrong? Or I always feel like I need extra reinforcement. But every time I hire someone for a service like this, I'm gravely disappointed because my expectations are quite high. And if I'm paying you, I'm expecting you to do something that I cannot do for myself. So I'm also learning in this process that I just need to trust myself more and trust that I am gifted when it comes to design. And I just need to embrace it and nurture it and not be insecure about it. But anyway, I've got an assignment due tonight. So today is going to be the last day of me spiraling. I'm actually working on my assignment here. Don't know if you'll see that. I don't want to move my phone anymore. I'm working on my assignment here. Guys, don't ask me why I'm drawing bees and flowers and whatever. Life is crazy. So I'm working, that's part of my design assignment. So today is my last day spiraling. And then I'm just going to work on getting my life back in order. And I'll just see how things go. But I really cannot function like this. So, yeah. Anyway, skin update. My skin is doing better in terms of just my barrier. You can see how many tabs are open in my head. It's doing a lot better. The inflammation has gone down. The barrier is healing. I now am having just gonna start dealing with a lot of the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, but I'm not in a rush for that. I just want to make sure that the breakout is contained and my barrier is healed. I also noticed that a lot of the breakout that I was starting to get somewhere here, around here, is hormonal, and that is because I am very, very stressed right now, and I'm not sleeping enough and I'm not eating well. So there's a lot of other contributing factors to why my skin is not progressing as well as it did, but I'm still sticking to the same routine that I had explained in my experiment video. But so far I'm happy with the progress. Like I said, now I need to just start making these lifestyle changes and I'm sure I'll be good. But anyway, that's it for now. I'll probably post another update midweek or maybe Thursday or maybe actually Friday, just to check in on myself, how I'm doing. Am I starting to make these changes? But I need time. I need to make time to love and to socialize. I don't like being on overdrive. I don't take pleasure in being busy. My weekends especially, I haven't had a weekend in a very long time, and my weekends are very important to me. I want to go out with my friends. I want to spend time with my family. I want to just sit and binge on a series. I'm not one to just want to work during weekends. I dislike that. Another thing also, my helper did not come back this year. She's not back in the country, so that also is stressing me because I'm just like, I need somebody to do my ironing, I don't mind cleaning and doing everything myself, but laundry, no, I don't want to be ironing. I don't want to spend my weekends deep cleaning the house or doing a ton of ironing. I just choose not to do that. So maybe another thing that I need to look into is getting another helper. I typically have someone come in to reset my place once every 2 weeks, depending on the state of the house. Like now, because I'm in a very busy season, I'll have them probably come weekly, but when things quieten down, then they just come every 2 weeks, particularly for and just to deep clean the house. But yeah, anyway, let me get off this video. I need to jump into my meeting, and I'll keep you guys posted. But yeah, your girl is spiraling and it's not cute, it's not fun, but I'm working on it. I'm working on getting things back in control, and we'll see how that goes. Thank you for watching. Toodles.